about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Jets take over at their own 18-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
He's brought down at the 1-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Prescott off play action. Rolling to his left. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Jets at 1 and 8 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Prescott. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 49 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 6-yard line.
Now back to throw.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Boy, very surprising. 2 lost fumbles for him, and we're still in the first quarter of play.
And you want to make a quick trip to the doghouse, maybe to the bench? Fumble twice in the first quarter as he just did. Now you just wonder, is he going to be thinking about every time he touches the ball from here on out?
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. On play action, Prescott on the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and the guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right, and he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st and 10, Prescott. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd in a couple.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Room here to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Cowboys.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 6.
Now Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd down and goal. Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Here's Elliott. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The tackle by Neville Gallimore. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
He'll look to throw. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Loose inside the 30.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and a yard, Prescott. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a third. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
The extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Out of the gun now on third down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. He rifles one that's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
One of the Jets sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 16 more on that one and another first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
final play of the half. Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Pettis now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Take it in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Okay, ready?
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run right here with Swift. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
8. Here's second and 8. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, here's Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a second and 14 now after the loss. They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. 23 yards the pickup there. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious. That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
They're looking at a second and 8 now from the 10. Looking to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. Touchdown! Elijah Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now for the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
Left side to Lamb. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial. Make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll drop to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Play action now, Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him.
One of the best in the NFL, in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't matter to the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL.
Fourth down, Prescott. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. What a real head-scratcher there. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
He's tackled at the 1-9-yard line. It's the pick number 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Back to throw here. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Swift going to try up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown, Jets.
DeAndre Swift.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns.
That score is not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 31 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defense
Situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. This is Swift on the counter. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he finds Corey Davis. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. This one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Prescott's throw taken in by Adams. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the 29, Prescott. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 29, Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing, Prescott. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Cowboys 1st down.
Prescott now from the 50. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And taken right on the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 36 yards on the play.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense. But on game day, they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
46.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. The slot man in motion right. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
From the red zone now, Prescott.
Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, Dallas.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Davante Adams.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
By DeMarcus Lawrence. A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
He'll look to throw.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Jetsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 2nd and 3. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll look to throw.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
They'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Mitchell is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
At the 19-yard line.
2nd and 11. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more.
The pass on 1st down. Complete to Corey Davis. A gain of 2. It brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.